peeps, and welcome to Chicken School Farm. My name is Sarai and I am here to share with you a thing or two about chickens. So come on, let's get started. As you know, the winter months have started and daylight is drastically reduced, and you're probably thinking about getting yourself a light for your chickens. Well, before you go ahead and do that, I want to share some information with you. Alright, so there is a couple reasons why you should have a light in your chicken coop. Now that is going to depend on why you have chickens in the first place. If you have chickens because you want to have eggs and you want to know where they're coming from and how they're fed and how they're treated, well then that's why you have chickens and you feed them yourself and you take care of them yourself. Now on average they need 12 to 14 hours of light during the day in order to keep laying eggs during the winter. Now, I know that they are going to reduce their production come winter months, no matter what. But I have the light in the coop just so I can make sure or help them out a bit so that they don't stop laying eggs completely during the winter. Now, that is my reason for that part on the egg production as to why I have a light in the coop. Now the other reason is because I don't want them to be bored because it's dark all the time. Boredom equals pecking at each other and then they get injured and you don't want to deal with that. Now having a light in the coop also lets them keep eating if they want to inside the coop. That is just because, you know, during the day at 5 p.m. here it's already pitch black and they're not able to be outside in the run and get insects like they would. Plus, you know, it's really cold, soil is frozen, the likelihood of them getting some bugs is gonna go down. So having that in here kind of helps me make sure that they are not gonna start hurting each other because they are bored. Now the other reason is because when it comes time to go to bed, they have enough time to get on their roost and sleep. That helps them so I don't have anybody sleeping on the floor and then they're getting all the poop from everybody else that's roosting. So I want to make sure that they all make it up to their roost and they're not sleeping on the floor on their poop. It's just not nice. As you can see on the back, I do have some natural light coming in. It's just covered with clear plastic for now because I don't want them to be too cold during the day and night because I don't have a heat lamp for them. Now, in addition to that spot having natural light come in, I do have a door on my coop with an opening that allows natural light to come in. So I'm going to show you around. So this is my chicken coop. That's their door, their automatic door, which I have a piece of wood there holding it open for them all the time during the winter months. And that is the back of the chicken coop that has that natural light coming in. And then here is where the door is. As you saw on my previous video, I am kind of scared about fires happening in my coop, so I have a fire extinguisher. But anyways, that's a story for another day. And that is the light I have for them. Now, as you can see, I do have a timer for them right there, so that I make sure I can control when the light turns on and off. Now the door is covered with garden cloth, black garden cloth and plastic, and I left an opening there so light can come in during the day naturally. Now the timer does come on around 6 a.m. and then turns off during the day for a while and then comes back on around 4:30 and turns off around 8:30 p.m. Now the reason why I have that is because I want them to be able to see where they're going to roost for the night. Gives them enough time to get on their roost and go to bed. And that way, like I said, I don't have anybody sleeping on the floor and catching all the poop from the ones that are roosting. and so they are comfortable. If you decide to have a light in your chicken coop, as you can see, you can buy those automatic timers so that it controls when it comes on and when it comes off, so you don't have to be coming out and turning it on and turning it off for your ladies. That will kind of make it easier for you during winter time. Now, if you live in a place where it's cold, I mean, coming out to your chicken coop just doesn't sound very exciting unless you really love your chickens, and they are what they are to me, which is very relaxing. It's nice to see them. It kind of takes the stress away from your daily life, and they are wonderful. So if you are gonna get one, you can get the timer. I got it at Walmart for $4, and then the light bulb that I actually have in there is 40 watts, I believe. It's not that high, so it's not that bright for them. It's not gonna hurt them. And if your fear is that the light is going to confuse your chickens, it is not. They know exactly when to go to bed. I mean, my light, like I said, turns off at 8:30, and by 8 p.m. they're already on their roost, just kind of waiting for the light to turn off. But it's not gonna cause them any problems with their sleep at all. So you don't have to worry about that. They know when it's time to go to bed because they are tired for whatever they were doing during the day. So don't stress about it too much. And if you decide not to have one, just kind of make sure they get as much light as possible during the day. It's just nice for them. I wouldn't want to live in a dark room all the time, and it avoids them pecking each other and hurting each other, and you don't want to deal with having to heal your hens or your chickens at all. Just have them as healthy as possible, and as much light as possible that's available for them. So that's it on today's episode. I hope you liked it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and visit our Facebook page, Chicken School Farm. You can also find us on TikTok, where we're gonna try and give some funny videos or some information videos that are kind of shorter for you to watch. Until next time, happy farming. Okay, so as you can tell, you can't tell because you don't live here. There's a couple reasons why you might feel like, just be nice. I mean, these other ladies are laying eggs and they're not loud. Chill.